Hey everybody, it's MD Arsenal TV. Yeah, I'm back again. Basically, I just wanted to really just think about, and obviously I just needed to simmer myself down. The Brighton game was crazy. Um, we could talk about the red card. We're gonna talk about everything, to be honest. As like even just as a fan, and I am a fan of Arsenal. I bleed Arsenal through and through. But I'm also a fan of football. So when it comes down to it, I'll just cut to nitty gritty. If they do the letter of the law, then yes, it is a red card, unfortunately. But then there's a few things that need to be answered that a lot of fans are just a bit frustrated with, really, to be honest. It's like the case that the ball was rolling. You can't take a free kick quickly if the ball was rolling. The fact that basically the ref didn't blow the whistle for the free kick to be taken. There was no Brighton member, so I've heard PGMLO, whatever the bumper is, say yeah, Rice basically infringed it, and if they kick it down the line, there was no Brighton players there. So Veltman knew exactly what he was doing. It plays into the referee's hands. I'm gonna say that ref is shocking. Five, I think it's obviously he's managed games that probably of Arsenal played in, but it's five games that he's refereed, and there's been multiple red cards. Statistically, it's 51.7 that we've lost when he's refereed, and 70%, no, 71.1% of games that he has not refed, we've won. That's a huge statistic for me. That shows me that he's quite poisonous. And you know what? Just cut all of the thing. I'm not gonna be here and on my channel just making assumptions and conclusions and situations. I feel sorry for Rice, but at the same time, he is a player. He should know what's going on. But I'm not gonna big the referee up for that decision because I'm a football fan as well. So if I see that against Newcastle, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, or basically Man City or any club, just even lower level clubs where goals, like I remember the time when Onana basically punched a player in the face against Wolves. That's a red card, man. You can't get away with these things. And then the fact that a player, now let's just put it like this. I'm just walking and strolling past and I'm having a good day. And I see a little boy with a football. Well, not a little boy, because you know what, I'm going to switch that whole narrative. I see a teenager with a football and I just move the ball and he kicks me with my leg. That's assault, man. Anyway, bun this. I can't be bothered. I'm not about to make this a drastic situation. Rice should have been smarter. The referee could have used common sense. There's too many things, the law and this, that and the other. But if this happens to any other club, I will be on here not slating. I will not be slating any other club for it. I will be standing by any other club when it comes to these situations. Because all we want is consistency as refs. From the refs, basically. To not cost people points. The league is tight enough as it is. You've got a top elite. The big six is the reason why we watch football. We're excited. And I love the Premier League because any team can beat any team on their given day. But let's be honest. Without that red card, Brighton, I don't believe, and I am an Arsenal fan, I'm going to get cocky when I say this, Brighton ain't winning that game. They couldn't even put us to bed with 10 people. So therefore, you know what? They countered, controlled, and there was no other goal. Thomas Partey is also to blame for the goal as well. He fell asleep. He's old, man. He fell asleep. It's crazy. But we move on. You know what? I'm proud of the lads. You know what? To hold on for the point. And you know what? I don't want it to be the talking point about our club. But the thing is that when a game goes past and rivals are talking about the referee and then also basically saying, oh yeah, it was the right decision. It's the referee that's getting the shine on the whole game. Why has Arsenal not been talked about for holding a deadly Brighton that has put teams away this season? They put teams away this season and they couldn't even beat us with 10 men. Let's be real. And they threw on, is it Adingra? And they threw on another midfielder. They went for the gullet. Trust me, they wanted to win that game, and they still couldn't win the game. Crazy. I bet that Chris Kavanagh had a bet. Definitely, man. You need to check his books to see if he's got a little bit of money in his bank account. But we move. At the end of the day, Declan Rice is out for the North London derby, and I'm quite confident in the ability of the team. And another thing I've seen loads of memes going around about Euro basically being injured, and then obviously people laughing because of that injury. That's disgusting. You don't laugh on a player being injured ever. Like Declan Rice being kicked in the leg. If he gets injured from that situation and that guy doesn't get a red card or a ban, that's disgusting. You don't laugh on people getting hurt. That's mad. So I wish him a speedy recovery, Euro as well. And I saw the opposite with fans laughing about Mourinho. You reap what you sow, with karma comes around. It's disgusting. No ill will towards players. We are football heads and we love football. We watch, you know what, I watch my team play and I feel good when they win, but I watch everybody, like every other team play just because I love ball. I don't wish no ill manners or ill things towards anybody when they play on a game. Yeah, people have stinkers, but to people laughing and joking and commenting on injuries, it's disgusting. Why are you watching it for? Go and watch UFC if you're going to be doing them kind of things. Anyway, we move on, bun that. So yeah, I'm disappointed in the result, but then I'm also happy with the result because you know what? We could have lost that game. And I'm not saying anything about Brighton as well. Brighton are a good team. That's another thing. Brighton have always been a bogey team for us. It's like BBB. Brentford, Brighton, and what's the other guys? I wouldn't say Burnley because it's Brentford and Brighton can be a bit of a nightmare for us at sometimes, to be honest. Double B maybe. But we move. We literally just keep going on. We got a point and didn't drop any. Now I'm going to talk about the Sterling thing. A lot of people are saying about transfer window. For me, it is kind of disappointing because I wanted a gunman, a striker. You got rid of so many different people as well, and you made profit in a transfer window when you're supposed to be moving towards the title. It's crazy. I've heard a lot of things about it, like you strengthened in defence, which is quality. We already had a good quality defence anyway. Strengthened in midfield with Mourinho, but obviously it's been downfall of the injury. For me, that's cool. So having Raheem coming in, I'm optimistic. I'm actually quite optimistic about it, to be honest. I think he can play on the left and he can play on the right, so it gives Saka some free time to actually just relax. The drop between him and Nelson is a lot more dangerous, to be honest, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense. But I didn't expect Nelson to go out either. Like, if Raheem comes in and we got Nelson as an attacking option, at least a lot of people don't rate Nelson, but at least it's another body. For me, I'm quite scared the fact that we've let so many bodies go out. Fabio Vieira goes out, Nelson goes out, Eddie Nketiah goes out, Emil Smith Rowe goes out, and El Neni goes out, Cedric Suarez goes out. which obviously then these people needed to go out, but it's less bodies. I feel like if Odegaard really got injured as well, we're in a massive problem. Seriously, going to be some serious issues, because you're expecting youngers that we've got on our bench. Like, I looked at our bench and I thought to myself, you know what? Okay, we've got a couple of people injured like Jesus, and we've got Mourinho injured, but you can't anticipate that situation. That could happen to any club. Like, look at Liverpool. They had so many injuries last season. And like, it's not a good look. For me, our squad depth has got weaker. Whether they're going to start bringing people in, and you know what? They're not going to bring anybody in till summer. This is how my club move. They move fragile. They would bleed people dry. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're world talent and you're a quality football player, you want to play every single minute. But you can't predict the test of time. You don't know what's happening 24 hours in the clock when you're about to play a game and you get injured. One injury away and we are in a problem. Defence, we have no problems. I do not believe that we have any problems if we get any injuries to defence. I feel like we've actually backed that up a lot. But then again, Tomiyasu's injured. Tierney's injured. It's like, why are these players still here? For me, Tomiyasu, he's a quality player, but if he can't stay fit at a young age that he has, we need to get rid of him. He is not good enough to play for. I'm sick of carrying people on books and getting money after money just week after week, and you're not actually playing games, and you're not playing and winning minutes, and you're not even competing against the team that we've got. How can we have the best 11 if you're never playing? Like, I get it. If you're a squad player and you're a bench player, that's cool. But you're not even on the bench. You're injured. Tierney, I love him to bits, but this guy's injured. Why are you still at the club? Why are you still on the books? You know what I mean? It's, for me, I can see what's happening with liquidating the people bit by bit. I reckon Tommy will get another chance this season. And you know what? I feel like if he doesn't perform, or literally he can't stay fit, I reckon summer he will go as well. Which is cool. We're cleaning the books out. Edu. That's another person I need to be talking about as well. Be excited. For what, bro? Be excited. Nah, I ain't excited. Sorry, mate. Now, don't get me wrong. Raheem Sterling is a good addition. I like it. The fact that he can play false nine, he can play on the right and the left, and it gives Saka some ability to actually just relax. The left stacked. We've got Trossard and Martinelli on the left. That's cool for me. Saka now gets little rest moments in time as well, depending on when the team's basically the team selection pick, which is cool for me, and I actually like that. But I'm going to be optimistic and say that it was about a 5 out of 10 window. You strengthened in an area that we were already strong. We conceded the less goals in the Premier League this season. You added a midfielder. Unfortunately, you know what, a situation has gone down and he's got injured, but he'll be back and he will strengthen that left-hand side, and I like that. But the fact that you send another creative midfielder like Fabio Vieira out, and don't get me wrong, Fabio Vieira needed to prove his worth as well, but we don't have any other creative aspects apart from the young guns that come through. And don't get me wrong, they could just prove us all wrong and have a prolific season, and you know what, come in and just think, you know what, I'm going to step into that role and take it my own. That's a lot of pressure on a young buck's shoulders, and I don't like that, to be honest. So we'll move. So Brighton game, in all, I'm just going to keep it short. Brighton game, I'm happy with. We took a point. We could have lost the game. 2, I think the card was weak. And you know what? You can say, oh, but a letter of law, fair enough. Do what you got to do. At the end of the day, but I'll be backing you when it comes to the situation. And if anything, you know what, dog basically happens to your club, I'll be here representing that, and you know what, thinking to myself, because I just want consistency from the refs, and the refs in the Premier League are corrupt, and that's really what it comes down to. They're corrupt, and I want consistency across. I don't want Man City to drop points. I don't want Liverpool to drop points. I don't want Man United to be dropping points by bad decisions. Chelsea, any team that plays any team, and I watch all the games, I don't want them to be dropping points by bad decisions or yellow cards and red cards from the ref. If it's just consistency across the whole board, and that's how I feel. So you can say that, you know what, you're listening to my video and he's just talking. No, I'm not. I'm an Arsenal fan. Of course, I bleed Arsenal. But I'm a football fan. I don't want no corruptness towards any club. I remember when Elliot, basically his leg slipped off the ball and then they gave him a red. I was screaming. My dad's a Liverpool fan. Trust me, screaming off my head, like thinking, what the hell are you talking about? It's a wet day. And the ball, the man's gone for the ball. His studs are down, by the way. And it slips over the ball and then hits. And then the player crying. Crazy. They're looking for it. And then he gets sent off. I know the player could have been injured, yes. But come on. If that happens to your player, you're thinking to yourself, it's mad. Disallow goals. Cher being sent off for a soft red. We played Wolves. Basically, Havertz got chokeslammed. Havertz got chokeslammed. And the referee did nothing. No VAR or nothing. It is what it is. What's his name? João Pedro. Kicking the ball. You've got to set standards. That just shows me you're not a grown man. If I go into my job and I slide kick somebody and then throw a PC across the room, I'm getting sacked. Instantly, there's no VAR, there's no person looking into that situation. Mine, you're gone. So why can't they do their job? You know what I think it is? There's too many has-beens. They need to get the younger generation, or just, you know what, let AI look at these kind of things. Or just bring officials that are just not from the Premier League. Like, it's mad. Anyway, I'm cutting it off. I can't be bothered with this. Well, I can. I love talking about football. I'm going to be obviously talking on a different level. And it has rattled me a bit. I'm not going to lie. But it's not rattling me from an Arsenal perspective. It's rattling me just as a football fan. Like, I don't want this to happen to any other club. Like, a penalty is a penalty. If you foul somebody, foul somebody. If a person needs to be sent off, send them off. But the fact that the referee, he wanted it. And you know what? I was watching the game, and I was in London watching the game. I was there anyway. I was watching the game basically, and you know what? I said in the first 20 minutes, I turn around to my missus and I go, he's gonna send one of our players off, man. And my missus was like, nah, he ain't gonna do nothing, nah. And I go, when Rice got sent off, I go, I told you. I told you he's looking to send somebody off. He did it with Tomiyasu. Dead yellows. This guy loves giving out dead yellows for I remember when he done it to Tomiyasu last season. So this guy has a knack for it. He's a waste. Like, he shouldn't really be refereeing games. I don't know what it is. He's got personal issues, or he's just got bets. Check his bank account, man. Check his bank account. Anyway, I'm MD Arsenal TV. No more waffling, and I can't be bothered. Love you all. Peace, people. Bless. Have a good one. Enjoy your day.